Alright, guys, this is actually news I was not aware of, but apparently Blizzard is going to make a new StarCraft game. I'm a huge fan of the StarCraft series. I played hundreds, if not thousands of hours of StarCraft 1, Brood War, StarCraft 2, and I was gradually more and more disappointed, by the way, with StarCraft 2 especially. Didn't like Legacy of the Void at all. I was disappointed with the way it became a free to play, almost like a mobile game, right? With some cosmetics that you would have to pay for. Basically, that was their model, right? Cosmetics. I really didn't like that. I was hoping there would be more story driven scenarios or campaigns. None of that was happening. They just took the easy route, and as a result, the game slowly died. Although there is still quite an active fan base, but nothing compared to what it used to be. That being said, I was hoping over the past couple of years that the franchise would be revived with StarCraft GOATS, which was supposed to be a third-person shooter that got cancelled after a couple of years after its announcement. And then there had been rumors that Blizzard would eventually have been working on an FPS game where you would play as a Marine against some Zergs and some Protoss, or perhaps even play in multiplayer as a Zerg or Protoss yourself versus Marines. This would have been absolutely phenomenal. A game like that was actually supposedly in production from 2017 until 2019 called Project Ares, which was using the Overwatch engine. Unfortunately, this did not happen. The devs were then reassigned to Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4. So once again, the StarCraft franchise was left to die. But apparently third time's the charm, because it seems that Blizzard is back at it again. This is news that was reported last month by well-known journalist Jason Schreier, who apparently reported that Blizzard is once again working on a shooter. And this time it seems to be an FPS shooter, first-person shooter that also has RPG elements. So I suppose it's going to be a little bit like Starfield, for example, which also has RPG elements, right? So if you do certain actions, you become better, you have more accuracy, your stats become stronger. I kind of like the idea. I think that this can be quite fun and would entice players to play more, right? Would entice replayability, I suppose. And so how do we know that this is something that might be happening? Well, it seems that there are quite a few people who are specialized in FPS combat that are now working for Blizzard for an unannounced FPS combat game, including Dan Hay, for example, former executive director and producer at Ubisoft Far Cry series. He worked on Far Cry 3, 4, 5, and 6. As well as Primal and Blood Dragon. Apparently now he is leading the development of this new StarCraft shooter. He has been doing so since February 2022. So this is a game that has been on development for quite some time. And rumors are also saying that this project is using the work that was done and that was apparently already quite advanced with Project Ares, which was worked from 2017 till 2019, put on hiatus apparently, and so resumed in 2022. Also, that's what the rumors said. Also, I think that one key element that's changing the game here, if I may say so, is the fact that Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, is himself a StarCraft fan, and we could see that also in some latest conventions where he was wearing a StarCraft t-shirt as well, which could also be a sign that something might be coming up in the future. He also repeatedly said that no, the StarCraft franchise is not dead and that there might be something to come soon. So that's also something that's confirming that Microsoft might be on to something here. And that I think that really the key here is the purchase of Blizzard by Microsoft. This is really something that that Microsoft has been good at, I think, is managing their franchises. Now, not always, right? We've seen what happened with Halo. But overall, these studios that they are buying, Bethesda, Blizzard eventually, they buy them for huge amount of monies, and they need to get returns on investment. How do you get return on investment with the franchises that you purchase, well, you make new games with those franchises, right? It's really not that hard to figure it out. And so that's why I believe that we're going to be getting this game. This time, eventually, it will come out. I am not surprised it's not going to be an RTS game. After all, Microsoft is already working on RTS games. The main RTS title for Microsoft is Age of Empires. Age of Empires and Starcraft have always gone head-to-head in frontal competition. This will be internal competition here, so that's why I'm not surprised that we are not seeing Starcraft 3, unfortunately, although it could be something that we could be seeing in the future once the Age of Empires series is starting to dwindle down a little bit, perhaps. But that's why also I'm not surprised that we are seeing this new FPS game being brought up to the table here. Also, I think that Microsoft is going to cash in on the success of the other series that they have purchased from Blizzard, Call of Duty, right? So it would make sense that they also use that expertise for another franchise here, which I think would be fantastic for this kind of genre, the StarCraft franchise. I've always wanted to be into the action, right? Being in the RTS mode from the top, right, was cool, but I've always wanted to shoot some Zergs as a Marine, or maybe slash some enemies as a Protoss Zealot. I think that this would have been phenomenal, and if they can pull this off, I think that they can give us an amazing game, but I guess that we'll have to see, right? Anyway, that's what I had to say here. Are you excited about the potential StarCraft FPS game? Let me know in the comment section down below. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Erad, and I'll see you guys in the next one.